Let's add a sketch pattern for the air exhaust and logos. Hide the plane and hide that plane as well. A pattern. We need a sketch, we need a plane for that. In this case, I could take one of the pre-made ones and just control drag. Position a little bit in front of the hairdryer. So on this plane we will make a sketch pattern, and it will be an extruded cut, so we could actually go for extruded cut immediately. It jumps into the sketch. Let's go flat. So in this region here I would like to make a circular pattern. For the circular pattern I have made some circles, and if I choose the two in the middle and go for circular, you get instant preview here of the pattern. We could add more of these. If you like to have the center point somewhere else, you could just take the position here of the arrow here and just move it wherever you like. So, but I think that is pretty alright. 11, let's make it 10, accept that, and then we could just go back and, for instance, delete every second of these that are intersecting. And delete button. Okay, and then we could grab these two outer and do the same thing there. Circular pattern, just add a bunch of circles here, something like that. 16. Yeah, why not? Accept that. And those that are outside the boundary here, that one, that one, that one, I delete. Something like that. And now we have made quickly two circular patterns that I will accept. We started out in space here, so we can just move this in so it goes through a little bit and accept. Easy. This plane here could be hidden. Circular pattern. Next thing to look at is logos, and that is pretty simple. Let's bring back the top, and again we need a sketch. The sketch could be in the middle. If we go for the middle, then we have a plane there, a front plane, but I will move it on the side here just so it will be a little bit easier to see what we're doing. I don't need to change the shading. We could just make a sketch, sketch, and we would like to go flat. So to make a text, you could have a spline, an arc, or a line to build the text on top of. I will take a spline here to make it more interesting, and escape and go back and tweak the spline a little bit. Okay, so now we have text that will go from there to there. Maybe we could shorten it. So the length of this curve could also decide the length of the text. So bring that back a little bit, something like that. Okay, let's flip it into a construction object. And now if I pick that one and go for text, it automatically brings in the curve there. And here we could choose how the text should appear. So we could center it, and we could give it a name, hot fan, and we get a preview there. So now we might need to flip the text here, so just click on these until we get it in the correct direction. So that's good, but it's tiny, so I could turn off the document font here and click on fonts, and here we could set the size in units. So let's say I would like to have 10mm big text there. We could also change the font here, so maybe we could find something else. So Arial, bold maybe. Okay, so we're almost done. So now we could, if we like to have the text standing out, we could accept that sketch. Then we could make a feature extruded boss base. So let's see what happens if we do that. Let me hide that plane. Go out from this first. And then I could hide that plane. Okay, so I have that sketch, and I go for extruded boss base, and I click on that sketch, and it instantly starts to make a text there. That doesn't work that well. First of all, we would like to go in the other direction, and then we would like to have it going to the surface there. So we could choose the direction here up to body or up to next, and then it will search for a body, and it found it. So, but the text is standing out too much here. So when we choose sketch plane, we could go from offset here, and then we could bring it closer to the surface. What we will realize though is that when we do this, we will have a flat ending, and if we would like to have it following the surface, then we are in trouble. So we need to find another solution here. So you can see that this will be a flat thing here. We changed the values here. We need to make it in a different way. So instead of going with an offset here, we could choose from surface. So if I click from surface, we need to add the surface, and we have one single surface here, and now it starts from that surface. So here I could flip the direction, and then it goes out, and now it has the right shape there. But let's say we just would like it to be 1mm out from the surface. There we are. Super nice. So the trick here was to choose from surface, and then we go out from that surface 1mm, and then it will follow the shape of the hairdryer's surface. So that is a logo. You could also import Illustrator information if you like. So you could have text or a logo from Illustrator. Okay.